Hello, this is Yahweasel, this is Radical Dreamers. Things have gone really weird, but we're just gonna keep on following the left wall. Let's head towards the terrace. Terrace comes into view on the left. I actually am going to go out onto the terrace, just in case Magil wants to explain any of this. We walk quietly out onto the terrace, instantly welcomed by a cold nighttime breeze. Okay, let's talk with Magil. You've been injured, haven't you? Try to give your wounds some rest, at least for now. He's right. I can barely even pull off the appearance of looking okay anymore. My whole body is shivering and these aches are hardly getting any better. Honestly, I don't know how much more of this I can handle. I need to get some help soon. Mainly with my grammar, but also with these injuries. Come on, we don't have time to loaf around. Let's get back to work, I hear kids say. Okay, what do you have to say, kid? We gotta get that bastard. He's in here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Before long, we'll be right on top of you, Lynx. I can see the fire in her eyes from here. Man, she's cute when she's angry. Yeah, okay. Head back. Hello, we headed down the stairs and then this happened. Just as we reach the bottom of the stairs, a wall of light suddenly flashes out in front of us. I almost run into it, but I barely manage to stop myself before colliding with the blistering hot thing. If you know what I mean. I look a bit closer at it once I've caught my bearings. In addition to the bright light in front of us, strange markings are scattered around the floor within it. Around the markings, a small ditch runs in a perfect circle, where the columns of light radiate up from. The preposition's at the end of the sentence. A weird sort of shrill seems to be coming from it as well. Is shrill a noun? I swear it's not! Okay, according to dictionary.com, shrill can be a noun meaning a shrill sound. I don't think I've ever seen it used that way. What is this? Can you break through it with your magic? I ask Magil. Without saying a word, Magil shifts his glance over to Kid. What are you looking at me for? Kid asks defensively. Magil points to her chest. Oh, my bunny. If you know what I mean. Kid reluctantly reaches into her bosom. She takes out a plush bunny hand puppet, saying, "It's my toy. I found it fair and square." So that's what she found in the wreckage, a toy bunny. But what good would that be here? Kid, this is actually a Martian Forest League concealed lesser armament bunny, and it is far more than a toy. We call it a Nusumenai for short. Kid gawks at Magil, as do I. I suppose I'm expecting him to yell, "Gotcha!" any time now, but he just stands there, aloof as ever. He puts the white, fluffy, blue-eyed bunny puppet onto his hand with utmost care. So, this Martian Forest League, Lesser Armament Bunny, Martian Concealed Forest League Lesser Armament Bunny, Magil corrects, as solemn as a philosophy teacher. Right, this Martian Concealed Forest League, Lesser Armament Bunny. What is it? Please, kid. Such technology is hopelessly beyond human comprehension. Well, what does it do, then? Watch. Wait, no, that's okay, Magil. Magil turns around, facing the columns of light. Entirely unfazed by my presence, Magil starts to dance around, waving the bunny around through the air as he recites some sort of weird incantation. Again, if only this was a visual novel and we could draw any of this instead of using words. Heat cup, provolone, soccer mom. It's like he's wasted or something. And then, after a few moments, the glimmering light begins to subside. Well, whatever. I stopped trying to figure out this whole mess a long time ago. Serge. Magil turns to me, staring into my eyes with relentless honesty. He holds the bunny, the Martian Forest League Lesser Armament Bunny, mind you, out in front of him, saying, "I entrust this to you. Please, if anything should ever happen to me, use it as I have." I've already forgotten the words. Magil, I humbly accept this most sacred gift. I shall use it sparingly and appropriately, I say with a deep bow. Hey, when in Rome... This enchanted seal can never be completely removed, Magil continues. It will require one to re-extinguish it from time to time. By doing what I have done, this instrument can be used to temporarily nullify the effects of the seal. Please remember how to use it, for someday, you too may find yourself in need of its assistance. So it's safe to cross now? Yes. We must hurry, though. Walking across it, I feel a little bit of shock run through my feet as I take my first few steps, but nothing serious happens. Great! They've just given up on making any kind of sense, haven't they? Once we're across, we come to a solid oak door after a bit of walking. Kid opens it slowly. Having come this far, I take a deep breath. It's almost pitch black inside this room. All I can tell is that it's very large and very cold. I can make out something in a far corner. It's a large metallic structure of some kind. A billowing voice echoes down from high above. I recognize this room!
Finally, you've made it. I was wondering if you pitiful apes would ever show up.
And there, amidst the shadowy interior of this spacious room, Lord Lynx awaits! Before him, shimmering off the dank walls and ceiling of this underground cavern, a scarlet jewel radiates a deep red and also magenta, mainly magenta light. The frozen flame. Lynx, I have you now, Kid shouts, feral.
I beg to differ, young lady,
Lynx taunts, leaping down from the rocks, dashing towards her with amazing speed. Kid takes on a battle stance as she readies herself for him. However, he quickly dodges her attack, picking her up and tossing her through the air like a rag doll. Kid! She's been thrown backwards onto a wall behind us as Lynx returns to near where he stood, unfazed. I run over and scoop Kid up into my arms. Oh.
Oh, how sweet! The apes care for each other. However, I would be more worried about yourself, young man,
Lynx shouts, laughing at the top of his lungs. That beast! There has to be something I can do, but he's so fast. I've never seen anybody move like that. As Lynx continues to laugh, I try desperately to ignore him and fight off this sudden feeling of hopelessness. What would Magil do at a time like this? Wait, where is Magil? I haven't seen him since we came in. Wait, what's that? Is that a guitar? Just a second ago, a strange sound echoed throughout the huge cavern. It couldn't have been Lynx. He seemed to be caught off guard by the sound as much as I was. Suddenly, a figure comes forth out of a dark corner of the room, carrying a portable amp at his side and a shiny guitar across his chest. Electrified sounds continue to roar throughout the cavern again and again as the figure continues to come towards us. It's Magil, of course it is. Wait, Magil? From what I can tell, it looks like him, sort of. Although having somehow changed it into skin-tight riveted jeans, trendy goggles, and a cool-looking shirt exposing his defined torso, it seems to be Magil in the flesh. Lights shine up from behind him, dazzlingly illuminating his glistening spiked hair and ponytail. Those don't go together. I mean, it's technically possible to have both, but it's like a weird way to do your hair. Magil, what do you think you're doing? Kid asks, recovering from her daze. But Magil says nothing, continuing on with his enthusiastic solo. If only this game was an audio novel and could play background music so we could hear his solo. If only this game was a visual novel so we could have an image and see him playing it. But no, it's just white text on a black background. I don't know who's saying this. Ah, no.
That noise, stop! Stop that noise!
Lynx shouts, holding his ears. I hate it. What's that? You'd like a little stairway to heaven? Your wish is my command, Magil shouts with a huge smile before wailing on the guitar even louder. Before long, it seems like Lynx is going mad, very much like the person playing this game, listening to the harsh dissonance. His head starts to vibrate before swelling up more and more like a balloon. Then, all of a sudden, his head pops. I would read it with some emotion, but all the emotion you're getting is confusion. Just deep confusion. Yeah, definitely confusion. And again, if only this was a visual novel so you could show, like, you know, show with images. Nope. At the same time, a countless number of cracks start to run up his body, snapping away parts of his body piece by piece until a number of slender green tentacles make their way through his body, writhing all around him. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Whoa, what's going... Yeah, that's right, Serge. I agree. Serge, Kid says, rising to her feet. This is a bigger fight than I expected. I'm counting on you. You got that? I don't know, kid. I can't throw myself into the thick of battle now. Who would narrate the story? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Who would narrate the story if something was to happen to the narrator? Suddenly, the remains of Lynx fly out in all directions. And with that, Lynx has completed his metamorphosis. I can't. I just can't. I can't do this anymore. A gigantic, slimy, lime green octopus stands before us, eagerly awaiting our doom. He also has a big gun and an axe. They couldn't be bothered to say that. And a mustache. And there's a bit of his head that's glowing. Just below the S in octopus, there's one pixel that's randomly blinking.
I have you...
wrong voice.
I have you now, Martian conjurer, Magil shouts. I have searched the galaxy for over 500 years for you, wretched H-class space criminal! I have hidden my identity as a mere human, traveling with these people in order to track you to this very spot. But now, such tricks are no longer necessary. Behold, for I am Universal Detective Mick Van Jovie. Of course you are. Of course you are. As soon as Magil, Mick, says this, light streaks out from all around him. When I can see him again, he's changed again into some sort of polished metallic body armor. Again, you could show this, but no, you've chosen not to. That one glowing pixel that's blinking is really freaking me out. And now I come for you. Magil turns towards the... I asked you to show. I regret it. I'm so sorry, game. I asked you to use your images, to use your art. I have only regrets. Magil turns towards the grotesque octopus and hurls himself into the air. The octopus takes on a look of shock and disgust as Mick reveals himself. Ah, my ever-trendy antithesis, Mick Van Jovie. So, you have finally found me. It was because of you that I was forced to flee Mars. Fleeing in haste, I accidentally crash-landed on this hellhole planet. My fusion reactor was rendered useless, leaving me stranded here, all because of you. I I was forced to eat my own ship to survive, he continues, sobbing. The control panel, the steering wheel. I even had to boil down the seat mat for food. And now, 500 years later, you come to arrest me, just as I have finished repairing my fusion core, he yells, nodding to the frozen flame. The frozen flame? A fusion reactor is words I apparently know. Within Magil's eyes, a silver flash of light shines out as a pale pulse runs down his glimmering armor. I love, by the way, how a lot of his armor is well detailed, and then the bits where it's like, instead of being the magenta metallic sort of Iron Man armor, it's maybe just some kind of underlying, like so if you were wearing an actual, like, steel armor, obviously the steel can only cover certain places, and you have some sort of just thick cloth armor beneath it. All the places where it would be cloth armor is just pure dark sort of brownish gray. There's no texture to it at all. They just gave no effort on anything but the armor itself. Ah, the Martian Cyclone Crystal Fusion Reactor. Too bad that after I'm done with you, the reactor won't be the one needing 500 years of repairing. Not if I can help it, the Martian octopus shouts. Not missing a beat, Lynx instantly starts to shoot his heavy gray pistol at us, showering the room with jagged beams of light. While we're busy dodging the plethora of light rays, Lynx suddenly snatches the frozen flame and runs into the huge metallic saucer-shaped object over in the corner. In a flash, the thing starts up, rising high above us in a matter of seconds. So, the reactor was fine. And it's not like it was almost fixed, it was fixed. He just hadn't left yet for some reason. The thing could easily weigh 10,000 tons, yet it hovers over us as easily as a bird. How do you like my new and improved Galaxy mothership? We hear Lynx's voice boom throughout the cavern. I apologize, but I do believe I will not be coming back to Mars with you, my dear Van Jovi. The ship fires an even more intense barrage of ammunition at us, causing the walls and ceiling around us to crumble and break apart. Ah! The cavern is collapsing all around us. Boulders of all sizes are frantically raining down on us. Oh no, Magil's been struck down by a huge boulder. He's helplessly trapped beneath it. Magil, no! I rush over to him, push the gigantic boulder off. The boulder seems to have crushed some of his armor, though. He's hurt bad. Feel like running yet, fools! Lynx shouts from inside his cockpit. We gotta get out of here! We can't just leave Mick, though, I shout. Who's saying words? We gotta get out of here. We can't just leave Mick, though, I shout at Kid. Look at all that armor he's got on. It'll be impossible to carry him out. Even with 3 people, it would still be tough. Don't worry about me, Magil mumbles, as his armor fingers suddenly grasp my ankle. Armored fingers. Serge, Magil gasps. The Martian Forest League, the bunny, I interrupt. Yes, he says. The bunny. Use it. Ah, of course, this is the point where I have to remember the exact ridiculous words he used. Taking the soft puppet out of my pocket, I look back over to Mick. Serge, use it as I have shown you. It is a multi-use detonator, and please, look after Kid if death comes for me. I clench my fist as I raise my head, looking up towards Lynx's dreadful ship. Lynx, behold, I shout, raising my hand up into the air, pointing the bunny towards the ship. You! Where did you get that? Lynx shrieks. No, he continues, you must not use it! Please, it will negate the stability of the fusion reactor! It will kill us all! I look down to Magil. Damn it, I mean Mick. I look down towards Mick, who nods back at me confidently. He nods, so he's agreeing. Yep, it'll kill us all, go ahead and do it!
Ignoring Lynx's pleas, I close my eyes and mimic the enchantment Magil performed earlier with utmost care. Oh, I don't have to remember it. Heat Cup Provolone Soccer Mom. Good, Serge. The detonation sequence has been initiated. It's on a time delay, Mick says. We must escape before that ship detonates. Kid and I hoist his heavy body up and start. That pixel is still flashing! No, there's no escape! Why that one pixel? Kid and I hoist his heavy body up and start to drag him out of the spacious cavern. We're not very far out when suddenly, a giant explosion rocks the entire area around us. From far behind, we hear Lynx shriek, "My ship!" over and over again. The walls around us are beginning to tremble and shake more and more, but that one pixel, that's still there. Oh no, the entire mansion is collapsing. That was a load-bearing boss. Although, in fairness, we did blow up the ship. Run, Serge, Mick shouts as Kid and I desperately try to scamper away faster. Mick seems to have regained a bit of strength and adrenaline, helping us by limping a bit as we carry his incredibly heavy body through the dark, twisted corridors of Viper Manor. Wow, we're going fast! Please, don't cave in just yet. Damn it, just a little longer, please! Yes, we're out, and the stars are very multicolored again. Looking back on the mansion from a safe distance, we watch it collapse under its own weight. Comes toppling down in what looks like a sweltering black hole, infused with a deep Martian redness. Is it actually gonna... Oh, it is collapsing, okay. Classic Super Nintendo style, it's just one sprite that's lowering rather than any sort of real sort of collapsing in on itself. They didn't even do like multiple sprites and have them fall at a different rate so it sort of looks like it's pancaking. Great, that was fun. I let out a deep breath as I stare up into the nighttime sky. Suddenly, however, a small group of what looks like flying saucers come flying out of where the mansion used to be, soaring up into the stratosphere. Supporting Mick on both sides, we stare up at the ascending getaway ships. Don't take it too rough, Mick. At least we made it out alive. Tomorrow's another day. Indeed, he replies. They're pedal-powered escape pods. Of course they are. Of course they are. You have to really pedal good. Like, it takes a lot of pedaling to go to space. They won't get too far. Looking up as they soar over our heads, I see that he's right. Within the translucent center of one of the pods, I see what looks like Lynx, crammed in with a goblin who's been barked at by Lynx to pedal twice as fast in order to keep the ship afloat. Yeah, I think you're right, I say. Human power can't be much of a replacement for a nice fusion reactor, especially when talking about interstellar travel. Yeah, that's true. I look over to Kid, but ironically enough, instead of the pouting face, Why? Why pouting face? Because she didn't get the frozen flame, because it blew up. It seems like there's a quality about her that I don't think she had before. Something more at ease about her in a subtle sort of way. Tonight we rest. Tomorrow the search continues, says Mick triumphantly. Wow. So for this adventure, we have come to... an intermezzo. Well, okay, fine. An end, I suppose. Or is it? Yeah, great, thanks. Or is it January 1st, 1 AD, January 1st, 1 AD, January 1st, 1 AD? Okay, well, here we are. And so, curtain closes on another tale. Give me the Kid, Mick, and the Martians. Right. Good fun. Okay.
Don't you hear me? Your friend is here!
Oh my god, I didn't even notice. I was just fast-forwarding through this. They're not birds. They're not birds. They're not birds. Of course they're not birds. Why would they be birds? I kept thinking the game couldn't get that much weirder, but I was wrong. I don't know why I would think that. Of course it can get weirder. It's Japanese. That's... I would say that that's a racist excuse, but it's more like a culturist excuse. They're mechanical birds, says the Challenger Gladiator in chat. Yeah, you know, they're just birds made of metal and magic. Thanks, Demi-Force, I think. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts on whether I should be thanking Demi-Force for translating this. Thanks, I think. M. Kato, maybe. Great, give me that fiend. You gonna give me something other than them just all flying away? Gonna have one of them, like, abduct Kid or something? Nope, bye. Okay. Give me that fiend! We chiseled it in stone, because now there are space aliens, so we're chiseling things into stone. Which ending was that? Super Extreme Alpha Cosmos Police Case X Ultra. I'll bet there were a bunch of anime references in there that I didn't get, because it sure feels like there were a bunch of anime references in there that I didn't get. Until next time, tell us thanks for watching. If you like the video, tell me what you like best on this or any other video on my channel. Epic compilations. Cheers from Yahweasel.